Just curiously enough, I was sent down to Hickam Field on the day before the bombing to get interviewed by a major named Blondie Saunders, and he was to scout me for the new West Point football coach.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
What were you doing that Sunday morning?
I was working in communications between Wheeler Field and Schofield. We got paid on the 6th, and I didn't go. I didn't go to Honolulu or anything. I just went to bed that night, and I got knocked out of bed. Mostly, we weren't getting bombed so much where I was. We were maybe 3/4 of a mile from the runway at Wheeler Field, but the explosions at Wheeler. We lost 85 planes, fighter planes at Wheeler Field, due mostly to them being lined up and lined up with fuel in them, ready to use. But when the Japs came across, it was a picnic for them because they just went down and they hit one plane with a bomb and blow our next 5 up in a row. And the whole thing, really, it started at 5 minutes to 8 in the morning. Even the second wave that came in, it was all over by before 10 o'clock in the morning, before 10 even. And
So
from then on, it was, now me, what I did when I got knocked out of bed, I got dressed up. They issued us in the signal corps, we carried a pistol, and got issued our pistol. Another fellow and I ran to the communication center, which was our station, and we were running down, but the only thing that happened was that we did get strafed in that area, and I did shoot my gun at them, but it was a waste of time. It was a 45 pistol, and that at least they gave me the satisfaction of doing something. But I did nothing heroic or anything, and what happened, the way that we were able, that the Air Force was able to, was the Air Corps in those days, was able to get back. There were about 4 or 5 officers, pilots, sitting in the club having breakfast right across from the runways at Wheeler. And they looked out and saw what was happening, and they said, "We'll never get out of there." So they got in one of their cars and they drove out about 7 miles to a field, an emergency field called Haleiwa Bay. And they took off from there, and one Lieutenant George Welch got 4 airplanes that morning, 4 Japanese planes, and 2 other lieutenants got 2. Poor Welch got killed later on in Europe.